Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video. Alexis wants custody of Danny and Scout. Jason and Sasha escape from Sidwell, and Alexis informs Olivia and Dante about a decision she's made. Today on General Hospital, Tracy and Cody team up against Drew. Rick has choice words for Anna, and Brooke, Lynn and Chase decide to start a family. Please note that if you purchase something by clicking on a link within this story, we may receive a small commission of the sale. General Hospital's Steve Burton shares his struggle with Kelly Monaco's heartbreaking exit. Alexis arrives at the Quartermain mansion, receives a hug from Olivia, and heads upstairs to say goodnight to Scout. Soon, Alexis heads down to the living room and tells Olivia that Scout is fast asleep. She also tells Olivia to thank Monica for letting the kids stay here. Olivia offers her a bed here as well, but Alexis feels she will be up all night as is, so she might as well be in her own bed. She also believes Scout and Danny should live with her. If Drew gets elected, he'll be in DC, and she doesn't think Jason is prepared to raise a teenager. Olivia thought things with Jason and Danny were good. Alexis notes Sam was worried about Jason's influence on Danny, and she doesn't think she'd want Jason to raise Danny alone. The sooner they are stabilized at her home, the better it will be for them. Brooklyn finds Dante out on the patio, trying to clear his head. She notes it's cold out here, but he's not feeling anything right now. They head into the kitchen, and Brooklyn encourages him to speak about his feelings. Dante doesn't know how to take care of his family without Sam. She says he and the kids can stay here as long as they want, but he says it doesn't feel like a family without Sam. Chase arrives and tells Dante to let him know if he needs anything. Chase apologizes to Brooklyn for missing dinner. Brooklyn takes him to make a plate. They soon return, and Chase brings up how happy Rocco was at the surf lodge about the engagement. Brooklyn had no idea Dante and Sam were engaged, and they embrace. Dante rushes off to check on Rocco. More. Nicholas Alexander Chavez lands movie role. Brooklyn tells Chase she's sorry his homecoming has been so sad. They discuss how lucky they are, and kiss. They sit down, and she asks him to tell her about his trip. Chase says seeing Finn back to himself was great, and Violet couldn't stop smiling. He says Violet also wanted him to remind her that she wants a cousin and doesn't want to wait forever. Brooklyn says there are things they can do to make it happen, and they kiss again. He says they should probably take this upstairs, but Brooklyn says they can do more than going the old-fashioned route. They can monitor her cycles, take her temperature, and more. He suggests they try the old-fashioned way tonight and start her way tomorrow. In the living room, Alexis asks Olivia if Dante has decided where to live with Rocco. Olivia says he hasn't, and he and Rocco loved Sam so much. Alexis says Sam loved them too. Alexis calls Sam her wild child, the one she never thought would settle down and be the anchor for a family. Olivia can't believe she's gone. Alexis shares Sam's ring with Olivia, who saw it before when Dante bought it. Olivia says she can at least be happy knowing Dante got to propose to the woman he loved, and she said yes. Olivia doesn't mean this to come out the wrong way, but she's glad Alexis was with Sam at the end. Alexis says she was too. Dante finds Alexis with his mom, and Olivia leaves them to talk. Alexis explains she came to check on Scout, but she was sleeping. Dante notes grief is exhausting. Alexis brings up the funeral, and Dante says he'll agree with whatever she decides. He sees Sam's engagement ring in a bag on the table. She says she brought it over for him as she didn't know if he wanted to keep it or have Sam wear it. Dante cries. It feels like he bought it ages ago, and he remembers showing it to his mom right after he bought it. Alexis says she wants to give the kids as much stability as she can, and she doesn't want to add to his pain, but she thinks Danny and Scout should live with her. She is sorry and doesn't know if he has other plans. Dante thought they'd all live here for the time being, and Alexis agrees for now this place is good and familiar. With all the people around, it will keep them from feeling lonely. Dante says he really thought they would grow old together. Alexis cries. That's the way it was supposed to be. Dante can't imagine life with Sam, and they embrace. Tracy finds Cody in the stable and complains she has a house full of hungry children with no food, so she needs to know where his irresponsible girlfriend is. Cody says if Sasha took off, he'd be the last person she'd tell. Tracy wonders what he did. Cody says he didn't mess anything up for once, and it turns out he and Sasha are first cousins. Tracy laughs, but then asks how. Cody explains that recently Sasha learned Robert is her father, so Tracy asks who her mother is. Cody reveals it's Holly, and Tracy calls this disturbing, but not surprising. Tracy says as upsetting as this is, he dodged a bullet. Tracy says the parent you hate tends to be the one you emulate, so even if they weren't cousins, their relationship was doomed. Cody won't let her make out Sasha to be the bad guy, as he's been conning people his whole life. Tracy says he's not that person anymore, but he notes, "You wouldn't say that if you knew what I did the other day." She asks what he did, and Cody admits Drew paid him not to tell anyone about him, Willow, and Nina. Tracy laughs, and says the whole family knows what he did, and has made sure the bar incident doesn't get out. She tells Cody to be smarter going forward, and that he should have held out for more money. Cody says he had no intention of going to the press, and he was drunk that night and lashing out. He would love to tell the world about Drew, but he doesn't want to hurt Michael, Willow, or the kids. Cody finds it insulting that Drew thought he could be bought. Tracy says most people can, and this proves that Drew is a real Quartermain. Cody says she almost sounds proud of Drew. She says she's not, but all Quartermain men share a common trait, cheating. She says Jason is the only one who hasn't, but he doesn't recall being a Quartermain. And while Drew didn't grow up in the family, his roots are showing. Tracy offers to help him learn how to invest the money he acquired from Drew, but also she wants him to keep his eyes on Drew for her. He says, "Anything that involves bringing down Drew, count me in." More, Kelly Monaco gets candid about General Hospital. In Brennan's WSB office, Holly and Robert worry about Sasha, but Robert tries to comfort Holly by saying Jason and Brennan won't let Sidwell get out of this alive. Holly wants to get some air, but he asks her to stay so they can comfort one another. Holly thinks she's nothing but a problem to him, and she should have taken the diamonds to Sidwell as he requested. Robert says they know that was a trap, and they must trust Brennan and Jason to bring Sasha back. At a warehouse, Brennan is on standby outside nearby as Jason meets with Sidwell. Sidwell says Holly was supposed to bring the diamonds, and clearly, Sasha was right. Holly doesn't care about her. He can't wait to see the look on Holly's face when she learns her daughter is dead. Sasha remains locked in an office and finds a ventilation grate that she works to pry open. In the warehouse, Jason says he has the diamonds, and Sidwell demands to see them. Jason gives him one and says he gets to see the rest when he sees Sasha. Sidwell says she's close by but doesn't have much time, so he demands the rest of the diamonds. Jason will only give the diamonds when he has proof that Sasha is alive. Jen shows him a video of Sasha, who is trying to break into the vent, and says she won't be able to get that vent open in time. Jen reveals there is a bomb in her room, and once he sets the timer, she has 5 minutes left to live. He then shows Jason the timer is set, and tells Jason, "Your move." Back in the office, Sasha hears the sound of a bomb timer and finds the bomb. Meanwhile, Jason hands over the diamonds, and Sidwell gives him the office number she's in. Jason rescues Sasha from the room, and they run for it, just as Brennan also is moving in. Suddenly, the bomb goes off, the warehouse explodes, and Brennan is blown back as he's trying to approach. In Anna's office, she calls Jack and leaves a message to get back to her with any information on what he's doing to get Sasha back. She hangs up, and Rick appears saying, "Bad timing." Anna says she's busy and it's late. Rick says this won't take long, and he needs to talk to her about Ava's upcoming trial. He wants to know where these photos of Ava and Christina came from. They were incredibly cognizant in showing up and making a case against Ava, a reason they should be thrown out. Rick says many errors were made leading up to Ava's arrest, including Dante, the victim's brother, being the first to interview Ava. He also says Jason showed up, as did the photos, and suddenly Ava is arrested. Anna explains Sonny hired a photographer to follow Ava pertaining to their custody case. Rick says so Jason was Sonny's delivery boy. Anna thinks this case is more about Rick sticking it to Sonny. Rick believes Anna looking the other way regarding Jason is either naivete or malice on her part. Rick believes she's gotten too close to known criminals and is willing to bend the rules for them. Anna states she's done nothing wrong, so Rick says, "Nave it is." Anna tells Rick to get out and then gets a call about the warehouse. In the WSB office, Robert and Holly receive the same call. Holly refuses to wait any longer and rushes out to find Sasha. Brennan, Jason and Sasha return to his office covered in dust. Brennan tells them to wait here and leaves. Alone, Sasha asks how Jason got dragged into this. He explains Carly was with her when Sidwell grabbed her, and he met Holly in Africa. She asks him where the diamonds are now. Jason says Holly gave them up to save her, so Sidwell has them. More, to Minixam Progner's words of encouragement for Kelly Monaco. Robert and Holly are soon brought in by Brennan, and Holly tells Sasha she's so happy to see her. Robert asks if Sidwell got out. Brennan says there is no sign of him, so it appears Sidwell got away with the diamonds. Sasha is sorry he got away, but Robert says her safety is all that matters. They embrace and Sasha thanks him for saving her. Anna arrives at the warehouse and is filled in on what happened from Dex and what they found. He shows her a bagged item, and Anna is pretty sure what this is about. She talks with a firefighter, who says there are no signs of anyone in the building. Anna then speaks to an officer to find out from the bomb squad what kind of device was used and who owns this warehouse. She then puts Dex in charge of going through security footage and canvassing the area for witnesses. In the WSB office, Jason gets a call and excuses himself. It's Anna, and she tells him where she is. She orders him to meet her in her office in 20 minutes. Back in the office, Sasha asks if Holly gave up the diamonds or if they were fake. Holly says they were real. She wasn't going to con Jens with her life on the line. Whether she believes it or not, Holly says nothing is more important to her than Sasha. Watch GH on Hulu $7.99. Buy now. Next on General Hospital, Willow talks to Drew and says she thought they were on the same page. Natalia makes a call and tells someone he's in trouble. Diane tells Alexis, "If you don't, there won't be anything left of you." Felicia urges Sasha to forgive her mother. Mac wants to know what Holly's gotten Robert into this time. Holly tells someone, "I'm here to get what I'm owed." Anna asks Jason how long he's been lying to her. Brennan tells someone, "There is one thing I can do for you."